Hey friends, welcome back to our channel. Today we're venturing into a fascinating and often speculative topic. What does the Bible say about aliens or extraterrestrial life? This is a subject that isn't directly addressed in Scripture, but let's explore what we can infer from biblical principles and how we might approach this topic as Christians. First, it's important to note that the Bible doesn't explicitly mention aliens or extraterrestrial life. However, it does provide us with a framework for understanding God's creation. Let's break this down. God as creator of all, Genesis 1:1 states, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." This broad statement encompasses the entire universe, the vastness of creation. Psalm 19 verse 1 says, "The heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of his hands." This suggests that the entire universe, in all its vastness, is part of God's creation. God's sovereignty. Colossians 1:16-17 tells us, "For in him all things were created, things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible. All things have been created through him and for him." Now let's address some common questions. Does the existence of aliens contradict the Bible? Not necessarily. The Bible doesn't explicitly confirm or deny the existence of life on other planets. Its focus is on God's relationship with Earth and humanity. If aliens exist, would they need salvation? This is a complex theological question. Some argue that Christ's sacrifice on Earth would cover all of creation, while others suggest that unfallen beings might not need salvation. Could God have created life elsewhere? Certainly, God is capable of creating life anywhere he chooses. The Bible simply doesn't address this possibility one way or the other. Here are some principles to consider when thinking about this topic. God's omnipotence. God is all-powerful and could certainly create life elsewhere if he chose to do so. The purpose of Scripture. The Bible's primary purpose is to reveal God's plan of salvation for humanity, not to provide a comprehensive guide to the universe. The vastness of creation. The universe is incredibly vast, reminding us of God's greatness and our relative smallness. The uniqueness of humanity. Genesis states that humans are made in God's image, which speaks to our special role in creation. The centrality of Christ. Colossians 1:15-20 presents Christ as supreme over all creation, which would include any potential extraterrestrial life. For those interested in this topic, maintain a biblical perspective. Remember that while it's fun to speculate, our faith is grounded in what God has revealed in Scripture. Be open to discovery. God's creation is vast and full of wonders. Be open to learning more about the universe he has made. Focus on what we know. While it's interesting to consider the possibility of alien life, focus primarily on living out your faith here on Earth. Avoid sensationalism. Be cautious about claims of alien encounters or conspiracy theories that aren't supported by solid evidence. Remember God's greatness. Let the vastness of the universe remind you of God's power and majesty. For the church community, encourage critical thinking. Help believers think critically about these topics while maintaining a strong faith. Address questions. Be open to discussing these topics, especially with young people who may be curious. Emphasize God's sovereignty. Whatever exists in the universe, God is sovereign over it all. In conclusion, while the Bible doesn't directly address the existence of extraterrestrial life, it does provide us with principles for understanding God's creation and our place in it. Whether or not aliens exist, we can be confident in God's sovereignty over all creation and his special love for humanity. As Psalm 8:3-4 beautifully puts it, "When I consider your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars, which you have set in place. What is mankind that you are mindful of them? Human beings that you care for them?" What are your thoughts on this topic? How do you reconcile the possibility of extraterrestrial life with your faith? Share your insights in the comments, but please keep the discussion respectful and grounded in biblical principles. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. We explore these fascinating intersections of faith and science every week to help us all grow in our understanding of God's amazing creation. Until next time, keep seeking God's truth, marveling at His creation. And remember, whether we're alone in the universe or not, we are deeply loved by the God who created it all.